The Senate's Joint Committee on Finance and National Planning yesterday threatened to sanction heads of some revenue-generating agencies of the federal government if they fail to appear before it today. The heads of the affected agencies had been invited to appear before the panel to defend their positions as contained in the 2021 to 2023 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework (MTEF) and Fiscal Strategy Paper (FSP). The chairman of the Senate Committee on Finance, Senator Suleiman Adiola, delivered the threat at the opening session of a 5-day public hearing on the 2021 to 2023 MTEF/FSP. He said some heads of the agencies did not appear at all, while some sent their subordinates who could not speak on the revenue figures of their agencies. Among the agencies specifically mentioned by the Senate, whose heads must appear today, are the Federal Inland Revenue Service, the Central Bank of Nigeria, Nigerian Ports Authority, Nigeria Communications Commission, Nigeria Shippers Council, the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, and the Nigerian Natural Liquefied Gas. The 2021 to 2023 MTEF/FSP was sent to the Senate on July 20 for consideration by President Mohammed Buhari preparatory to the presentation of the 2021 appropriation bill. Adiola explained that in line with the desire to achieve early passage of the budgets to be in tandem with the January-December budget cycle, the Senate referred the MTEF-FSP to the Joint Committee for consideration even while members were on recess. In the meantime, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garuba Shehu, yesterday defended the invitation of Dr. Obadiah Melafia by the Department of State Services, DSS, over his recent comments on the Boko Haram insurgency. In his appearance on a television program today, Shehu believes the DSS took the right decision. Journalists had reported that the DSS had invited Melafia, a former deputy governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, at least on 2 occasions. Melafia was invited and grilled over his claims on a radio program that the insurgents in the northeast were enjoying the support of some governors. In his reaction, Shehu took a swipe at those criticizing the DSS for the invitation extended to the former CBN deputy governor. According to him, people find it difficult to adhere to the laws of the country when they are compelled to be law-abiding in foreign nations. He said the fine for hate speech should be increased from 500,000 naira because, according to him, people can easily pay the current amount. Meanwhile, the newly inaugurated chairman of the Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, Audu Ogbe, has said that apart from the civil war, Nigeria has never witnessed the level of insecurity it is currently facing under the present administration. Ogbe, who was a former Minister of Agriculture during President Muhammad Buhari's first term, said this in Kaduna yesterday at the maiden meeting of the newly elected National Working Committee of the Forum. He said the northern part of the country was faced with the problems of killings day and night, which are greater than ever except in 1966. Audu Ogbe's position was contained in a communique issued at the end of the meeting and signed by the Forum's National Publicity Secretary, Mr. Emmanuel Yahweh. He then called on the federal and state governments to take urgent steps to arrest the deteriorating security situation in northern Nigeria, which has led to insurgency, terrorism, banditry, ethnic and religious disturbances all over the north. The chairman also urged the governments, particularly state governments of the northern region, to pay adequate attention to agriculture, which offers more opportunities for diversification and the development of a more sustainable economy for the north and the country. Edo State All Progressives Congress APC has petitioned the Inspector General of Police IGP Mohammed Adamu and Police Commissioner CP Babatunde Kokuma over the invasion by 50 policemen of Okpela in Esako East local government. The invasion was allegedly done on the orders of the People's Democratic Party (PDP). APC alleged that the policemen were harbored at the home of a politician. The party yesterday in Benin, through the chairman of its media campaign council, Prince John Mayaki, noted that the development had caused apprehension at Okwela, with residents expressing worry about the planned intimidation ahead of the September 19 governorship election. APC said its petitions to the IGP and CP would enable them probe the dispatch of the policemen to Okpela. Governor Obaseki's special advisor on media and communication strategy, Cruzo Osage, was contacted on phone, but he did not react as of the time of filing this report. Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Commerce and Industry in Bauchi State, Mohammed Al Sadiq, has resigned his appointment and joined his boss, former Speaker of the House of Representatives Yakubu Dogara, in the All Progressives Congress. Sadiq tendered his letter of resignation to Governor Bala Mohammed during the State Executive Council meeting held yesterday at the banquet hall of the Government House. He tendered his sincere apology to the general public and colleagues and prayed to God to grant him success, contentment, and peace of mind in his new endeavor. In the meantime, West African Examination Council (WAEC) has claimed that some of its supervisors leaked exam questions before the West African Senior School Certificate Examination (WASC) began. This was revealed by WAEC's head of national office, Patrick Aregban, yesterday. Aregban stated this during a monitoring exercise to some schools in Yaba, Lagos State. He confirmed that the culpable supervisors have since been arrested and warned students not to indulge in malpractice. Widows of slain soldiers in Kwara State are to benefit from the federal government's Special Public Works Program, which commences in October this year. The chairman of the federal government's Special Public Works Program in the state, Mr. Oluwasegun Oyewo, disclosed this during the distribution of forms to beneficiaries of the program. Beneficiaries who were drawn from widows of soldiers who served in 22 Armored Brigade, Sobi Barracks, Ilorin, received their forms at a brief event in Shao More local government area of the state yesterday. No fewer than 30 widows of slain soldiers had been given forms for enlistment into the program. Distributing the forms to the beneficiaries, Oyewo said his members also gave out food items to the widows to cushion their plight. He added that 1,000 persons were to benefit from the program in the local government. One of the beneficiaries, Olatoye Tululokpa, hailed the program, saying the program is very encouraging. And on the foreign scene, the Authority of Heads of State and Government of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, will today hold an extraordinary summit on the social-political situation in Mali. The Directorate of Communications of the ECOWAS Commission made this known in a statement yesterday in Abuja. The summit will be held virtually through video conference. The summit became necessary following the military coup d'etat that took place in the Republic of Mali on Tuesday. Journalists recall that President Ibrahim Keita and his government resigned after soldiers arrested him. The soldiers have set up a body to work out modalities for elections. ECOWAS has strongly condemned the undemocratic change of government, adding that it is against its protocol on democracy and good governance. The authority of ECOWAS heads of state and the government has been mediating in the sociology political crisis and has sent several mediation and peace missions to Mali. Meanwhile, ECOWAS has also closed borders of its member states with Mali and suspended the country. President Donald Trump yesterday fired back angrily at his predecessor Barack Obama after being branded an unserious president who had put U.S. democracy in danger. Trump told journalists that Obama was an ineffective and terrible leader. He said President Obama did not do a good job, adding that his emergence as president is traceable to Obama's inconsistencies. And that is the media news as edited by Eson Williams and delivered by Olamide Tejuosho. Good afternoon.
94.